wanted to speak a little bit about spiritual fire. And as a Rishi of the Royal Path, I've walked a very deep and fiery walk. And I've come to understand the nature of the fire of friction that is encountered on the karmic wheel as polarities and opposites meet in the middle and generally have a time of conflict, if you will, before that conflict ultimately surrenders to smoother going in what we might understand as cooperation or complementary cooperation. And so there's three fires of awakening, really. And so there is the fire of friction, there is spiritual fire, and then there is divine fire. The divine fire is the final fire that incinerates everything, and nothing is left other than that which is rendered pure, that which is divine. And so for all of you that are on the path of awakening, who have received the Clarion call, who just feel that inner imperative to get on with it, to move on with it, and especially for those of you who have made your spiritual path, your spiritual awakening, your absolute life priority, I truly welcome you most especially to understand the fire of spiritual acceleration and why it is that we want to turn that spiritual fire up on high through your focus, through your daily practicum, your daily sadhana, through the teaching that you immerse yourself in, to the aura of the masters, the entire spiritual hierarchy, to my aura. There's tremendous fire. I am long named mother of 10,000 sons for a reason. But turn that fire on high. There is so much less suffering on the path, dear ones, when you turn the fire on high and just let it burn. So let the fire burn. Whatever is coming into your life experience, let it burn away the attachments. Let it burn away any second guessing until that surrender of the lower mind to the divine mind has fully moved into a state of illumination throughout your entire waking life, no matter what is taking place, no matter what comes and goes, you see. And so often I've used the analogy of boiling a pot of water. And were you to put a pot of water on your stove top and you turn the low fire very low, it will take a very long time for that water to simmer. It will take a long time for it to go into that sort of chaotic tumble in the pot, if you will. But if you turn the fire on high, the moment that it moves into the rapid boil and it all moves into a rolling torus in the pan, if you will, it moves from still water to simmering water to that chaotic stage of when the water is just about to boil to the rolling boil that is quite organized. And the organization of the water molecules and all is moving in a torus with that high fire boil. And suddenly we have the transformation where once was physical third dimensional water becomes steam, if you will. And the steam literally ascends upward from the pot that you were boiling the water in, do you see? So accelerated awakening, walking the royal path, you are afforded optimum fire, the fire of friction, as you learn to use the reflections and issues that come into your life and cease to judge them, so that what you draw to yourself is no longer judged. Then you will cease to draw to yourself that which you judge, you see. And so if you will but understand to turn the water on high, to turn your entire flesh presence, given that we ourselves are majority water, dear ones. And to move from the fire of friction to the fire of radiance, and from the fire of radiance to pure causal fire, and from even spiritual fire to the fire of pure divine will, the ultimate electric fire. And for me, even to discuss the fire of divine will, there's a bliss, there's an ecstasy, there is a stilling, there is an absolute presence that automatically is elicited. Turn the fire on high, dear ones. Turn it on high. It is the smoothest, most graceful path to enlightenment. And if you turn the fire on low, it just causes so much in the way of setbacks and delays and cul-de-sacs and all of those things that I hear from each of you. Yes, yes, I hear from you. Causes you much angst on the path. Turn the fire on high. Let it burn. Let it burn. That is the reality of ascension. And so for ascension to happen, for ascension to naturally be the unfolding of your being, turn the fire on high. And if you allow the spiritual fire to become divine fire through your own willingness, trust this Rishi, that divine fire will find you as certain as an arrow to the center of the bull ring. So here I am, divine fire. I'm all yours. Pierce me through. Burn me through and through. Reduce my ego to ashes, so that I might truly serve, so that I might truly be the instrument of the divine. And so once again, for each of you that might be dragging your feet a little here and there, you have to kind of explore inwardly to know what I'm speaking about. If you truly want the mukti of liberation, if you truly want to be free, turn the fire on high and allow divine fire to completely envelop you. Divine fire, immersion, envelopment, absorption, oneness with the fire.